Legends speak of a monster fish that prowls the west coast of Africa. A wolf of the sea, with menacing eyes and razor-sharp fangs. Infamous for attacking fishermen and divers, leaving them maimed and even dead. Extreme angler Andy Coetzee has heard the fishing stories. Now he's determined to meet the giant barracuda face to face.
I've heard tales of legendary size fish, and they've got this huge, big, awesome array of teeth. There's a danger attached to it. That's what motivates me. Working and fishing in a dangerous environment. That's the threat, and that's the thrill.
Gabon, a country slightly larger than the United Kingdom, straddling the equator on the west coast of Africa. It's wild and rugged. Perfect big fish country. Almost 85% of Gabon is covered by heavy rainforest, famous for its towering trees, elusive gorillas, and forest elephants. This is deep, dark Africa, where untamed jungles and legendary giants still exist. But where there is a wealth of resources, industry follows. Off the Gabon coastline, the seabed of the moody Atlantic Ocean is being tapped for oil. Almost 75% of Gabon's total export comes from its production of crude petroleum. This is a place where pristine, uninhabited jungle meets towering, rusty oil rigs. It's a place of extremes, a fitting habitat for an extreme fish.
If I do get bitten, it's a serious chance I'm not going to get to hospital in time. There's no doctors out here.
His quest starts in Port Gentil, a hub of oil riggers and fishermen. Tales of massive barracuda are rife. But Andy wants to find out the truth. He's hooked up with Arnaud Mati, a specialist fishing guide, who's mapped out the fangfish hotspots Andy's looking for. It's time to brave the murky depths of the giant barracuda's domain. Just along the coastline, in a big bay offshore, Andy sees what he's looking for. The roiling green water of the wild west coast is teeming with fish.
There's absolutely amazing stuff. There's fish all over the place. When there's little fish, there's big fish. Has to be.
The ocean is boiling with bait fish. It's a good sign. They usually run like this when there's a big predator on their tails. Below the turmoil, it looks calmer. But the hunted don't know which way to swim. They are surrounded by hungry, prowling killers. The mighty barracudas scythe through the water column, stalking their prey methodically, saving energy for the short burst of speed that will ambush their targets, if they like what they see.
I'm trying to simulate what it looks like. And that's a typical size baitfish that was being harassed here. Normally I'd fish single hooks, but with barracuda, they've got this fearsome array of teeth. And the way they also bite the prey is that they've got this underslung jaw, and they tend to bite like this. With a single hook, you don't hook up as often. So these big trebles hopefully will do the trick.
A mean-looking lure for a mean-looking fish. Andy's using an 80-pound line and a heavy stand-up rig that can land a fish up to 150 kilos. He's got all the right tackle, but the fish aren't taking the bait. Time to test some deeper waters. He's not the only fisherman out here.
Can you open up there, please?
Yeah.
And he's eager to find out what the locals are catching. What he sees is very promising.
Look at that barracuda. Man, that's a real big barracuda, man. This thing must weigh 70 pounds, 75 pounds. Big fish.
That's double the size of any barracuda Andy's ever seen, and only 2 kilometers from where he's been fishing.
Look at those teeth. 2 rows of teeth going down there. Razor sharp. Razor sharp teeth. This fish has bitten you before.
It bite you, it's not good. When it bite you have a problem.
Aha, big problem.
Yeah, big problem.
Look at that, those are like razor blades. Look at that, just touch these things and they've got, seems like they've got an anticoagulant so that it continually bleeds. Look at that. Hopefully I'll get lucky like these guys do. Now look at that. Slice through you in no time.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
This is what he came here for. But he wants to meet this monster fish alive.
It terrifies me in a sense. Imagine catching a fish that size and it's just mauled everything I've thrown at it. Now I've got to pull it on board. Ooh, you're gonna have to be very careful.
Fueled with anticipation, Andy heads off on a hunch. Human encroachment hasn't deterred the barracuda. Wily opportunists, they claim the rusty wrecks and use them to ambush prey.
There's an old barge that ran aground here, but this is perfect structure for barracuda. I've got a feeling that this is where they would hang out. Barracuda being ambush predators, they can dart off. They need somewhere to hide or just to hang motionless in the water column. But they need something that's going to attract bait fish. So either some structure or a reef or something where the bait fish will be coming along, cruising along to feed, and then they'll dart out and just slice them. I'm sure there's big sharks hanging out here, big groupers, big barracuda.
If he casts really close to the barge, maybe a giant will jump out and grab his lure.
Bam! Now I'm gonna have to hang on. Oh, go on. Bang! Another chase. Had a pull. Why did it come off? I just snatched at it. Maybe didn't get it.
But casting too close to jagged metal could spell big trouble.
Man, I overcasted and I got stuck on the structure. Just trying to get it loose. I can see my lure on the edge there. Hopefully I'll be able to flick it loose.
While the rusting hulk is a predator ambush zone, it's also as treacherous as an iceberg.
This is really dangerous what we're doing now. There's structure all over here.
Andy's in the danger zone. If he falls or sinks the boat here, there's a good chance he'll be the bait.
I can see my lure caught it. There we go. It's loose. Hey. I don't want to sink the boat here. I'll get eaten by barracuda and shark, yeah, that's for sure. But whilst I'm here, why don't I just keep casting? It just feels so fishy. I'm surprised I haven't had any big smashes.
Andy's hunch is right. Below him, the water is teeming with fish. Jack crevalles, powerful predators in their own right. But still no sign of a giant barracuda. Andy heads home empty-handed. A grueling first day at sea with little reward.
Had a couple of small chases, and that's it. Might be because it's close to Port Gentil that it gets fished heavily. It's such superb structure. Anyway, a little disappointing. Not a little disappointing, f***ing disappointing. I was shivering in anticipation. I really thought I'd go tight. Squat.
Day 2, and Andy tries a different tack. But this plan depends on careful timing. Today, he takes the river route. The Ogooue River, the 4th largest in Africa, empties its massive volume of water into the Atlantic Ocean, just south of Port Gentil. River mouths are notorious hunting grounds for large predatory fish, and that's where Andy's heading. He has limited time to test his theory. The only access to the mouth is under a massive bridge construction, while the tide is low. Where fresh water disgorges into the ocean, it mingles with the salt water into a murky soup. Perfect conditions for barracuda to ambush prey.
Really nice colour line here from this estuary running out, the seawater pushing in, and this distinct barrier. An ideal spot for barracuda, I reckon. I'm pulling a rapala along the edge here, because I would suspect that some of these bait fish would be hanging on this edge here. And any predator will be charging in from either side, either using the dark water as cover, but it's a distinct line. Hey, fish on!
Andy's taken by surprise. A massive fish is running with his lure.
Yes, please! Eyeball.
It's a West African tarpon, one of the most prized sport fish on the planet.
Hooked my first tarpon, it jumped, and I was now hanging in the bottom here. Don't really know how big it is, but it looks like a fair-sized fish. My first tarpon yet for man. It's unbelievable. Now it's hanging under the boat here, giving me backache. Hey, beautiful fish. Look at that thing. Look at that big tail.
Also known as silver kings, their fight and stamina is legendary.
He's slack.
Andy needs help if he's going to land this fish unharmed. Pulling its hefty weight onto a boat can fatally damage its internal organs. It's better to keep this prize in the water.
Try and get this hook out of its mouth. Yeah.
Tarpon have massive bony jaws. Once the hook is set, it's hard to remove.
Just cut the nylon. That's okay, we'll get it out. Here we go. Look at that. Not quite the giant I was looking for. In terms of barracuda, But a very, very nice fish in any case. And it astounds me that they can go to 250 pounds. I just can't get my head around that. I mean, I'm looking for barracuda that go 100 pounds maybe. And this thing is going to be 250 pounds. This one weighs probably in the region of 70, 80 pounds. Right, you're going back.
That's good.
There we go. There
she goes.
The river mouth didn't disappoint. For most people, a 40-kilogram tarpon would be the fish of a lifetime. But it's not the giant Andy's after. And now, he's in deep water.
It's high tide this afternoon, and I don't know if we're going to get through here. That gap there, we're never going to get the boat underneath it. Anyway, we'll see. We'll have a look. Otherwise, we've got a very bumpy ride around for 3 hours. Man. Okay, Arno, where do you think we're going to go? This side?
I think we're going to use the wind to drift us in.
It's a close call. The concrete jungle is closing in on the barracuda's habitat. The only thing predictable about fishing is that nothing is predictable. Andy's tried the obvious places. He's fished in open water. He's cast around the structure of a wreck and trolled the murky water at the river mouth. But he still hasn't hooked a giant barracuda. Today, he's going out on a limb. If barracuda use rusty structures as ambush zones, this abandoned oil rig could be where he'll find them. And if they won't come to him, he'll go to them.
A little bit nervous going down here now because I've heard stories of these big barracuda biting divers and spear fishermen. So I must say that I'm a little nervous going down there. A few butterflies in my stomach. So, you know, if you get a big barracuda down there, he might come and see me. Something flash on me or something that might trigger that attack mode, so it might come charging into me. So I'm a little nervous, I can tell you that right now.
It's a risk. He's diving into the unknown with one of the most aggressive fish on the planet. Andy's diving in water that looks like pea soup. He's got about 1 meter of visibility. And he's surrounded by jagged, rusty metal. All the hallmarks of treacherous diving conditions. It's the perfect ambush zone for massive predatory fish. The water is eerily deserted. As he turns away from the rig, he sees it. A torpedo-shaped fish stalking him. Andy's 15 meters deep and face to face with a 30-kilogram killer. The barracuda stands its ground, curious about the interloper in its territory. He's at the top of the food chain and has very few enemies, apart from man. Andy keeps a safe distance from the deadly fangs. This is a stalemate.
Man!
I saw a huge barracuda down there. It opens its mouth and it comes in as a look. My heart was revving. I was a little worried. Man. Hey, fantastic. Fantastic.
Andy's seen the fish he's after, but he'll need a strong arsenal if he's going to do battle with a giant barracuda. These predators take no prisoners.
These giant barracuda that live in the west coast of Africa are like rabid dogs. Fishing friends have told me stories of when they bring them up to the side, they jump into the boat sometimes, snapping and biting everywhere. When they pull the lures out, they've mauled lures. They've just trashed everything.
Close to Andy's dive site is the Bay of Cap Lopez. With deep rifts in the seabed and strong currents, it's notorious for big barracuda. The tide is turning. The perfect opportunity for hungry predators to hunt the murky tide line. That's where Andy's lure is going.
Come on! Yeah. Hey! Here comes on the surface. Yeah! The washy doesn't jump into the boat.
There we go. Barracuda.
West African barracuda, yes! See that? That thing will bite us.
Almost had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Hey, these things are dangerous, man. That thing jumped out and was going to
So
bite
I was
me
looking
back.
straight down and straight
It
there.
was coming straight up here.
Just eat teeth.
Look at the gunnel in the way, man. Hey, Mr. Barracuda.
Barracuda have been known to jump into boats and even impale people with their spear-shaped jaws. Andy needs to wait until this one tires out.
Hey, this is the dangerous part. Hey.
When they get that tail down and they head up, they
Yeah.
don't go anywhere. Get a chainsaw on an elastic band.
Yeah. It's still too green.
It's very green.
You're gonna jump into this boat and bite us to pieces. Yeah, Mr. Barracuda. Very wary of you. I don't want to lose any
Look at
fingers.
that eye looking at us.
Yeah,
Just sizing
is
us
this sizing us up?
up. Okay, I'm ready when you are, Andy.
Okay. Got his tail. Got it up. This is the dangerous part.
What a slab. He's got lots of little remoras.
Yeah, there's those little remoras, yeah.
Big fish, Andy.
Nice fish.
It's a great catch. 1 meter long and 25 kilos of predatory muscle.
Look at that mouth. Proper mouth. That thing will slice through flesh and bone like a hot knife through butter. Look at that huge big eye. Man, it's a machine, this thing. Look at that tail. Look at that thing. That is a powerful machine. That's just to ambush its prey. Man. Right, you're going back. Just gonna get him going. There we go.
Andy's finally met the fangfish up close. A giant built to kill, with huge eyes to seek out prey, and over 100 teeth designed to shred and slice. It's like a piranha on steroids. The torpedo-shaped body can reach almost 2 meters, with a massive tail that propels it through the water at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. Its razor-sharp fangs cause massive blood loss and can rip a man to shreds. This time, Andy got away unscathed.
Here are these little remoras that attach themselves to sharks and to big fish. That proper little sucker pad there. Look at it. Sticking to my finger. Look at that. There it is. Beautiful. Look at it just sticking there. Now remoras hang out with sharks and big fish. Look at it, it's quite tight. Now I want to put them back in the water. Cool. There you go, remoras. Go and find yourself a big fish.
Andy's finally caught a decent-sized barracuda, but he knows they get bigger. To get closer to the giant specimen he's after, he needs a new game plan. He heads away from civilization, deeper into their wild habitat.
Having tried to fish for the barracuda offshore around the oil rigs and things, I wasn't very successful. And so now the motivation is to come into this more pristine environment, uncover their secrets. What are they doing here in the jungles?
It's spawning season, the time of year when massive females head out of the ocean and into calm and shallow estuaries to lay their eggs. Andy plans to take advantage of this intel.
This is it.
Loango National Park, Gabon. 1,550 square kilometers of rainforest and lake systems. Reputed to be the breeding grounds of the giant barracuda, this maze of lagoons will be Andy's focus area.
It's a huge magnet, it's a huge attraction for me to try and uncover where these females are being drawn to. This is their magnet. They're being drawn into these estuaries because they're uncontaminated, because they're still pristine.
This is a place of vast waterscapes and rare wildlife. Primal African jungle, untouched by time. The 220 square kilometers of Ogooue Lagoon is a rich nursery for juvenile fish. It's the perfect breeding ground for giant barracuda to spawn their next generation. This is where Andy hopes to meet his monster fish. He'll need to be wary. There are many monsters in this wild jungle. The giant barracuda infiltrates the same habitat through this. A wide and turbulent channel where the pristine Ogooue Lagoon meets the oil-rich Atlantic Ocean. This is the ancient migratory route that draws the barracuda from the oceans inland towards their breeding grounds. Andy's ready for them.
If there are any giant barracuda, this is where they're gonna come past. This is like the toll gate. They've got to all come past here to get into this estuary system.
He casts straight into the mouth to test his theory.
Oh, missed it! That was a barracuda like that. This is like mainlining, man. Oh, man, I love this.
The surface lure is mimicking an injured fish struggling against the current. Easy prey for a hungry predator.
Hey! It's so wonderful to see them take them on the surface.
This is the break Andy's been waiting for. confident that the Barracuda are on the move into the lagoons. Andy wastes no time. With local fishing guide Jonas Mburu, he heads straight to their destination. These are the protected waters where he'll target a giant.
Come on! Got a small pull. Oh man, look at this. These greedy little barracuda. Now this is what fascinates me with these fish. Ay, that's the dangerous part. Look at this. Look at that lure in comparison to the size of fish. It's probably a third, if not half, close to half of the size. And it's ready to eat it. Amazing predator. Even at this size, it's eating a fish half its size. Unbelievable. Right, mister, I'm gonna put you back so you can survive to grow up to be big. It just amazes me that it just disappears. It becomes completely invisible. I can hardly see this fish. Look at it. Invisible. Gone. The vanishing barracuda, just gone.
Fishing is all about perseverance.
Hey, it's on, I'm on! Ah! Jumping out there. Hey, jumping. Yeah, nice size one. Probably 30 pounds. Up. Here it comes. There you go. Oh, look out! This is the danger. This is the danger. This is what I've been worried about. Hey. This is the danger. This is what I've been worried about. Now, got to be very, very careful. That thing jumped. Oh! This is why I love fishing. This is why I love fishing. Now, Mr. Barracuda. Okay, I know you're angry. Just take it easy. That could have easily gone very, very wrong. All right, Mr. Barracuda. Your round. That was your round. Hey. Right, I'm just gonna let him calm down a bit. I'm gonna calm my nerves down as well. Man, that thing was just smashing and biting everywhere. Unbelievable. Some fish jump, some fish don't. Still trying to jump. Okay, all right. Yeah. You're very aggro. Are you not? Look at you. Wild. Are you wild? Now. Just gonna get these hooks out. Okay. Look at this. Crazy barracuda. Crazy. Okay. This is chaotic. Right. That thing's... Right, you're going straight back into the water. I've had enough of you on this boat. This is absolutely crazy. Come on.
May you fare well. Your round. I lost that one.
That was only 15 kilograms. Imagine the damage a barracuda 3 times that size could do. But that's not going to stop him trying to get one.
Yes, please. Come to me. Go on. Aye. Putting some line. Oh, man, come on. Are you coming? Yay, nice little jump. Hey, go on.
Andy's giant continues to elude him.
Wow, this thing keeps coming off. Disappointing. Big fish. Big fish.
The guidebooks say Ogooue Lagoon is the place to catch a massive barracuda during spawning season. But any fisherman knows there are no guarantees. Andy's going back to basics. It's time to fish like the locals and swap out his fancy plastic lures for the real thing.
Here we go. Nice. This is like a donut to a barracuda. Oh, man. And locals tell me that the full moon, they think that the fish feed at night, and it makes sense. You know, there's a bit more light, ambient light. Maybe these predators are feeding at night when they can sneak up and ambush their prey, so I'm going to give it a bash tonight. The reason I'm going to use live bait is that rapalas is a much more visual thing, so live bait, I'm going to anchor them on the bottom, and hopefully that vibration of the live bait will attract these predators. I think they'll be moving slower, just picking up the vibrations in their lateral line. Hopefully we'll get lucky with that. We have all these theories. Some of them pan out, some of them don't.
Andy and Jonas head into the night to put the local theories to the test. The full moon is rising, and somewhere in the gloomy water, a monster fish will use the moonlight to hunt. Andy's counting on that. All he needs is the right bait. He's hoping the juicy mullet will trigger vibrations in the water and attract a hungry barracuda.
The tide's just turned and it's starting to rush out now. So I'm just drifting my bait out so I can cover a lot of area here. Hopefully, big barracuda is going to come and eat this. It's just a waiting game. These theories I had with trying to catch barracuda, I've hooked a few. I've spent hours, countless hours, just pulling lures, different depths. I can't seem to get into their heads. I'm just trying to figure out, is it low light, rough water, in the sea, in the estuary? Just trying to get into their heads. I'm struggling here. Just trying to decode them. Been out here for 3 hours, testing my theory of fishing at night. Now these barracuda have got big eyes and this water is so dark. I think it's too dark at night for them. So I'm gonna go back to fishing in the day. So much for that theory. Fishing's about theories and testing theories. Night fishing theory for me didn't pan out. I'm packing it in.
Some say it's the moon. Some the tides. Others say it's the weather. Fishing theories are a dime a dozen. Usually, it's just down to good luck and perseverance. And he plugs away. His theory sticks to the law of averages. On average, he has cast 630 times per barracuda he's landed. Each cast, he turns his reel 50 times to retrieve the lure. That's 31,500 reels per fish. He's mastered the perseverance. Now he's due some luck.
Hey, come on, head out, big bull. This is the one, I think. This is the one. It's pulling line. Yeah.
There's 500 meters of line on this reel, and it's running out fast.
Just get a little nervous when it gets close to the boat. This is why I came here, to catch barracuda like this. I'm just bringing it closer to the surface here. Look at that, yes. Getting quite hefty there. Ooh, a little bit of a drama here. The line is wound around his head. When it jumped, it must have wrapped the line. I might have to get to the side here to be able to release this one. Oh yeah. It's got line wrapped all around it. I'm just gonna hook it. I just want to hook this one in the mouth so I can release this thing properly, because this is gonna not work too well. Right. Look at this thing. Able. This is the dangerous part now. This thing's wrapping itself. Oh man. Oh man, Mr. Fish. This is dangerous. Right. I think we got to the side. I'm going to keep this rapala in its mouth just so I can try and restrain it somewhat. I'm just pulling this thing so the water flow can go over its mouth, over its gills. That's how fish absorb the dissolved oxygen in the water, is that the water has to flow over its gills. And so it's pointless putting it onto the deck. So we just put it slowly, and this will ensure its best chance of survival here. I know it's a little bit of a drama to get to the side, but I need to do this. Right. This is definitely the biggest fish so far. There we go. That mouth is very bony. Now I'm at the business end of this barracuda. I can't say that I'm very comfortable holding it like this. Jonas, come and help me out, please. My back is sore.
This is a big, heavy fish. Hold there. Wait. That's 61 inches, which is about 5 foot, just over 5 feet. Must weigh at least 70 pounds. Okay, Jonas, merci. Thank you. Look at that thing. That's a big, chunky fish. Big female. Coming to spawn in this estuary. Beautiful. Back in the water. I just want to show you its big mouth. Look at that. That thing is a proper mouth. Rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth. This is a swimming scalpel. She's not trying to bite me right now. She's a little stressed. There you go, Mom. There you go. Getting much stronger already. Fare thee well.
This is the legendary fish of Gabon's moody waters. A terrifying predator and a seasoned survivor. A lively adversary with a deadly attitude. A fang fish that haunts the ocean and the estuaries. The legendary giant barracuda.